Hey, what's up, guys? This is the Blue Gangsta. I'm the Blue Gangsta, and welcome back to another video of Blue Gangsta. Today, we're gonna be ranking the second posthumous Michael Jackson album, which is Escape, or as some people like to call it, Xscape, because it's spelled that way. And some people like that are my brother. But anyways, I'm gonna be ranking the tracks from from least favorite to favorite. And the way I'm going to be doing this to not seem like I'm copying History in the Mix, I'm going to be doing this the opposite way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make I'm going to start with Escape and I'm going to end with Off the Wall. Not doing Got to Be There or Ben or all that stuff, because that's Motown stuff. Those aren't real albums. Those were just albums that Motown made to cash in on Michael because he was a kid and he was good to manipulate and all that stuff. But before we get into the sad stuff, let's get into the happy stuff. So, without further ado, let's start with number 8.
Do you know where your children are? Because it's not 12 o'clock and there's something right on.
At number 8, I have Do You Know Where Your Children Are? This is a great song with a great message about how you shouldn't leave your children alone and how you should worry about them. And it's kind of weird when you hear from me, a guy who's not even in high school yet. I'm only in 7th grade and I'm almost done with it. But yeah, this is a good message for adults and for anyone who is taking care of kids. And I think that Michael wanted to deliver this message but thought it wasn't good enough. And if you listen to the demo, and not the demo, the original version, uh, it sounds like a track from Dangerous, because it was a track from Dangerous. And the original version is so good and the instruments are so great that used to be my favorite song by Michael. And then after a while, after listening to the other unreleased material, I have a lot of new favorites, but that is still one of my favorite songs from one of my favorite original songs from Escape. And yeah, this was made for the Dangerous album, but was not accepted. Anyways, uh, the remix is just too do. It's a little too futuristic. I mean, Michael experimented with music, but this is like the thing I don't really like about some songs on Escape is that they make them sound too modern, and that's like one of the most that's like the biggest reason why people complain about this album, as Michael had the fake songs but had relatively good and actual Michael sounding songs. This one just has the original Michael sounding songs and kind of bad remixed versions. But uh enough of my rambling. Moving on to number 7.
Take me to a place without no name. Take me to a place without no name.
Now, I love this song, and I always did think it was one of the best ones because I never really liked the original. I thought the original was just bland and it was like, it's just a guitar and there's nothing else there. And I was like, nah, it's not the best song ever. But after finding out that it's actually a cover of the America song, um, a Horse with No Name, and the story is a bit different, I love the song even more now. And I just never thought that the original would be so good. I mean, the remix is good, right? But as Moonwalk Talk said, that the remix is good, just it interferes with the quality of the original. The original is a cover of a folk type song, and the new one is just horns and pa 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 pa, and it's just too loud and blah blah blah. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but that's not a good thing either. So if this comes on when I'm working in school, like if it plays on Spotify or if I'm on my phone and I'm jamming out to Michael, if this comes on, I'm not gonna skip it. But if the original comes on, I'm not skipping that either. Anyways, moving on to number 6.
Stay to the rhythm. Stay to the rhythm. Stay to the rhythm.
Just like Do You Know Where Your Children Are? This song was also meant for Dangerous, but ultimately got rejected because Michael thought it wasn't such a good song. In the Xscape documentary, we find out that Michael recorded this song 26 times back to back, 25 or 26 times back to back, and he wasn't like take a break and then do it and then take a break and then do it for like 3 hours straight. Michael just recorded this over and over again until he got it perfect. And even then, this song was shelved and locked away in the vault until 2014 when it was brought out and reworked. I'm not gonna say anything about the hologram. I'm just gonna say that when I first saw it, I thought it was the coolest fucking thing ever. But now that I know it's not a hologram, it's just that old trick where they have like an image and blah blah blah. Now I'm kind of sad, but it was cool to see Michael back on stage. Even though it wasn't actually Michael, it was great to see him back on stage performing a new song, and it felt like Michael was back when he wasn't back. And well, all I can say is the rework is amazing. The original is amazing, and all I can say is every song from now on, I like the original and the rework. But for all of them, I prefer the original. Anyways, that was Slave to the Rhythm. Moving on to number 5. At number 5, I have Love Never Felt So Good. This was intended for the Thriller sessions all the way back in 1982. This song is just beautiful. I don't care if it's the original. I don't care if it's the rework. I don't even care if it's the rework with Justin Timberlake. All 3 versions of the song to me are just happy songs that make you love Michael so much more. His voice, like the guy in that Xscape documentary said, that his voice is so powerful that it makes you want to do something. And that's exactly what happens in this song. In this song, his voice just makes you want to dance, just makes you want to get up and be happy. And it makes you forget about all the bad and sad things in your life. And, well, not all of them, but most of them. But, yeah, Michael had the power to do that, which in my opinion, I don't think any artist has captured that love and that affected and that hardworking feeling that Michael puts in. And whenever I hear an artist bash on Michael Jackson saying he was weird, he did too much surgery, all that stuff, and then they make fun of him, it's like, boy, you can't even do that with a single album, right? People who spent their whole careers, some people spend their whole careers trying to reach Michael status, and then they retire, and then they find out, oh, the amount of work we did was how much Michael did for Off the Wall and a little bit for Thriller. That's all the work they've done. And nobody can even get close to the success of Thriller and all that stuff. But I'm getting off topic. This song and all 3 of its versions are absolutely spectacular. And yeah, just you got to check this out. This is an amazing song. Moving on to number 4.
Instead of going out to some restaurant, I stay home in bed. I'll be loving you. That's what I wanna do. I'll be loving you. That's what I wanna do.
Number 4, Loving You. This song is amazing. The rework is absolutely great. It's just almost perfect. It's a great love song, and it was supposed to be on Bad. And if you had to ask me if I would replace any song on Bad, I wouldn't replace a single song. I love every single one. Even I Just Can't Stop Loving You. Even though every time I listen to it, I skip it, I couldn't imagine the Bad album without any of the songs. But if you were to say, what if you wanted to add a few songs? I would add Cheater, Get It, this song, Fly Away, Streetwalker. I would add most of the unreleased songs that have been leaked onto YouTube, which I do have on my phone. But if you were to tell me to remove, I would not. This, as I've been talking about the Bad album, this is the only song that on Xscape that's originated from the late 1980s, and for the Bad album. Now, this song is amazing, and I love both the original and the rework, but the original is more classic MJ, and this one is a little more, like a little more pumped up version per se. And besides that, this has got to be this is one of the best ones out of all of them. Moving on to number 3.
She said doesn't get enough age at 59 and what she gonna be? She lied to you, lied to me, 'cause she was loving me, yeah.
So this song is an amazing song. It's emotional, it's powerful, and as History in the Mix said, it's like a modern Billie Jean. I agree with that, but it's not as good as Billie. I mean, I like it better than Billie Jean, but most people would regard it as not as good. But us MJ fans, we know that some songs are overrated, and Billie Jean is, while amazing, is sort of overrated, but it's great. Anyways, this song was meant for the Invincible album, which, as you know, is my beep favorite album of all time. And yeah, if you don't know if it's what number it is, you can watch my top 10 MJ albums ranked in the top left at the end of the video with the annotations. But yeah, this song was meant for Invincible, and I would have been fine with that. And the demo was powerful, and so is this version, and so is the version that was leaked online that was supposed to be on the Michael album, which is my absolute favorite version. And this one is tied with the original because I don't think this one or the original can compete with the awesomeness of the 2010 Michael version. Anyways, now we're down to the top 2. Which one will win? Which one will lose? At number 2, I have
Dark Child.
Okay, to be honest, if you didn't see that coming, I don't know what to say to you. You know what number 1 is. It's the name of my channel, so what's the point in me even doing that? I'm an idiot. Yes, I'll admit it. And if I offended anyone, I'm so sorry. But yeah, Xscape. The original version is absolutely amazing. It's a perfect track for Invincible because the sounds are something that you wouldn't hear in a normal song. Usually you'd hear an acoustic guitar or like drums and stuff. And in this, you hear like metal banging, you hear gunshots, you hear vehicle noises, you hear alarms, you hear like a lot of sounds and a lot of diversity, which is why I love the original version. And this version is great too, but I prefer the original as always. I will always prefer something that Michael worked on, but other than something that Michael didn't even give his final output on. But still, this is a great track. And now for number 1.
Waited so long just to carry on. I'm the blue gangster.
This song is anything you would want from a rework. It has great music, it has great emotion, it puts more emphasis on Michael's voice. And if you listen carefully, you can hear that they use the original music because in the original version, there's bum 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 bum. There's like a lot of horns, and if you listen carefully, it's like they're paying homage to that version. And the bass, like the drops that they have in this, it's just listening to this song with the speaker or in the car while you're driving. This song is just amazing, and it tells a great story along with it too. It's not just yeah, she cheated on me and crap like that. No, it's a real story with real emotion, and you can tell just by listening to Michael's voice. And that's why Blue Gangsta is my favorite song on this album. Thank you guys so much for watching. This video took so much out of me. I've never worked so hard on a video before. This took a lot of editing, and if you don't know what the software I used WeVideo. And this is not sponsored by WeVideo or anything. Just want people to know, because some people do want to get into YouTube and don't know what to use. Let's see. All credit goes to Sony Music Publishing for all the songs. No copyright infringement intended. And if there's any channels I want you guys to check out, the 3 channels I want you to really check out about Michael Jackson are Moonwalk Talks, which is a podcast channel. But I won't really credit that because then there's the MJ Cast, and I don't want to set anyone, so I won't add either of those. You should check out for dance tutorials and MJ stories. Check out River Gibbs, and for news roundups and also stories, but not personal stories, check out History in the Mix. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and heal the world we live in.